Okay, so today I want to go to the courthouse and just inquire about how they handle people who travel through the city and the misdemeanor charges. I don't expect to get much leeway, but I'm curious. Maybe there's something that I just don't understand that might be helpful. But I'd really like to be able to move out of the city before the 7th, if it's possible. um, it seems so silly to keep travelers kind of stuck in here to wait for a court case. I have a feeling they might insist that I pay the fine just to end it all, or something like that. But I would much rather plead not guilty. And if there's more than one way to plead not guilty, then I'll do it. But also, with traveling, it comes at a great risk because of my car engine and the state it's in. Um, I talked to somebody, and we kept like discussing the voltage regulator, uh, and I think the voltage regulator is a problem, but it's really been a problem for a long time, I believe. That's probably what's been killing my batteries. Um, but I mean, I have to look into it a little bit more because it seems like this is an immediate situation. Like maybe, I keep getting I keep believing that it's the PCV valve that's stuck open and slowly closes. It doesn't still quite make sense that the voltage regulator is causing this over revving. Um, you know, it, I think maybe the theory is for the voltage regulator that it doesn't put out enough electrical energy to all the sensors, and it's trying to prioritize the most important ones. And that might be causing my car to work extra hard to try to generate electricity. Um, but it's so strange. The way the over revving works is it over revs in between gear changes. I could sit here on the side of the road at idle, and I could rev up the car, and it'll come back down. The revs will come back down to 1,000. I could rev the car to 2,000, and it'll come back down to 1,000. And it's much more responsive in park. But when I start changing gears, if I go from first gear and then pull that out of gear for a little bit, it'll want to go to 3,000, and then put it in second gear and pull it out of second gear. It'll want to go to 3,000. Okay, it wants to do fourth gear. It want to go to 3,000 for a little bit, for 10 seconds or so, and then start slowly coming back down. It's really, it seems like it's focusing the high revs in between the gears, in between the gear changes. Even if I drive down the highway for 15 minutes and then pull it out of gear, it wants to go to 3,000. In fact, it's more likely to go to 3,000 after kind of a long drive. And it causes me to not have to depress the gas quite as much. It's driving itself. It's driving itself in a way. I mean, when I want to, a lot of times I'll push the gas pedal from first until second. But now all I have to do is push the clutch and then put it in second, and it's got such high revs that it just pushes itself on through, and I don't need to add gas. I could coast at 15 to 20 miles without having to push on the gas. It's really strange, and it seems like something is stuck. That's something.
So we don't have a ticket yet. You have to appear between the dates that it says March
Okay.
7th and March
So even though I'm
21st.
not a resident, I still have to stick around.
So you're gonna have to go to court.
Yeah.
Guilty or not guilty.
Yeah, and there's no way to write in a plea. Like if I wanted to send a letter to the judge, directly to the judge.
Set up for that.
Can you write in a plea for this?
What is it?
Just work.
Was he arrested?
Were you arrested?
No. What wouldn't it say?
Yeah.
Does it say?
No, I just asked you.
Okay, so what, like, they get some kind of report, like, there's more information that follows with that court dates on top of that ticket, because that doesn't really explain much.
So
The ticket doesn't explain much, so I don't know if they get further information.
We won't get. We will just get the ticket.
And that's it?
The prosecutor's office will get the reports and everything. Like
They'll get what? They'll get
the
more.
prosecutor's office will get the report.
They'll get a report, and then I'll be able to, like, see that or
If you're going
something.
to hire an attorney, you can.
I have to have an attorney to see the report.
You can request a discovery yourself, but we just don't know how to do it. We can't give you any advice on how to do that.
Yeah, they'd go through the police department.
You could do it on. You could go to our website,
Yeah.
the Idaho Supreme Court website, and you can look for request for discovery.
Okay.
So you can print it out.
All right.
this is a period, so.
All right, so I need to do a discovery. I'm not exactly sure how that works, so I'm gonna have to research that, because the prosecutor gets more information than what I have on the ticket. There's a law library up ahead, so I have to see what they have to say. I'd be curious how thorough this cop is. Probably pretty thorough with the information that he wants to give. All locked up.